we must recognize that um, when lower needs are not being met, it does make it much, much harder to do the higher order cognition and to put our attention or focus on other things. So Maslow's theory of motivation does make that point. Without drawing the hierarchy, he does make the point that there are lower needs and lower needs do take precedence over higher needs often.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you're right. Your point still stands very much so that you don't have to um, completely wait to deal with the higher to help with the higher needs.
Right. Yeah, and I like how you say it's not a strict hierarchy, even though there are some certain things that are hierarchical. I'm in my own life, for example, you use the example of having to singing your heart out when you have to pee. For me, singing when I was a kid, singing in choir in high school. Obviously, I'm a choir teacher now, so it's easy to predict that I was into choir then too. I loved choir, but I had some traumatic things that happened to me as a kid that choir it was almost like the hierarchy worked backwards in some situations where I did not feel my lower needs met. I did not feel safe in certain situations. And then the ability to go to choir and sing when my lower needs were not being met actually allowed me for brief moments, definitely not, I wouldn't want to sustain that model over my whole life, but for brief moments skip some of those lower needs and access some of that love and belonging and actualization that happened at the top. And I think maybe that's another reason that I'm sensitive to this idea that the hierarchy has to be, achieved in order, is because I'm afraid some kids might miss out on what I experienced as a kid.
What they call it post-traumatic growth. So it
Yeah.
sounds like you've had a lot of that in your life, and you're an example and an inspiration to so many kids. So it's wonderful. Congratulations on doing that.